Imagine growing your social media accounts by posting awesome, insightful content every day. And I know what you're thinking, that's easier said than done. Because let's be honest, who really has time to come up with ideas for social media posts every day? Let alone posting it. But what if I told you that there's a way you can do this without even lifting a finger? Well, today, I'm going to show you how you can build an automation that will create, schedule, and post daily social media content to your accounts. Now, before we proceed, we're going to need a couple of things, like a source for our content ideas. For this automation, we're going to be getting our content ideas from YouTube videos. It's already an endless source of information and ideas for the world, so we might as well use it too. To build our automation, we're going to be using Make, Airtable, Claude, and PostPulse. So we'll start off by setting up an Airtable module and Make as the trigger for our automation. Over at our Airtable base, we've got a table set up already, and we're going to be using 3 fields for our automation. A YouTube URL field, where we'll store the links to the YouTube videos we'll be using. A posted field, which is really just a status field with a yes or no option that will update at the end of our automation. And a created time field. Now, the reason why we have this field is because it is completely compulsory if you're going to be using an Airtable base as a trigger in Make. When this field isn't empty, our automation scenario will know to run. Back in Make, we'll set up our trigger field to be our created time field and our label field to be our YouTube URL field. And that's about all we'll need to do for now. We're going to move on and set up a HTTP module. Since we've already got a module set up in a previous scenario we set up earlier, we're just going to copy that there and paste it here. Now, the reason why we're setting up this module is because we're going to be making an API call to a third-party service to extract the transcript of our YouTube URLs. For this step, you can use any API of your choice like Rapid API or SuperData. But the important thing is that they're able to extract the transcript of our YouTube URLs for our next step. So we probably don't have to spend too much time in this step, other than making sure this works. Now that we've got our transcripts, let's add a Claude module to our scenario. Right now, what we're going to do is use Claude to summarize our transcript and turn it into a high-engaging social media post. While we're using Claude for our scenario, you can use any AI chatbot of your choice, like ChatGPT, Grok, or Gemini. We'll close out this step by running our scenario and seeing what our output looks like. Now that we've got our social media post, we're going to want to schedule this to go out to our social media channels every day. So to do that, we're going to add the PostPulse module to our scenario, and we'll be using the schedule post feature. In the PostPulse module, we've got the ability to pick a scheduled date to send out our post to our social media channels. To make this daily, we're going to be using this neat trick. When you click on the input, head over to the calendar section of your panel and select the add day formula. This is going to add an extra day to whatever date we pick. So when we turn on our scenario, every time it runs, it's going to schedule every post we ever create a day in advance. And if we schedule our scenario to run once every day, that means we'll be creating and scheduling a post every day, a day ahead. Once we've done this, all that's left to do here is to select what social media channel we want our post to go out to and map out the generated content we want to post. Finally, we're going to add our last module, which is an Airtable module. But this time we're using the update a row action. And we're going to update the status of our Airtable row to yes, letting us know that our scenario was a success and we've got a post scheduled for the next day. Now is the moment of truth. Let's run our scenario and wait for our results. While we're waiting for our scenario to run, let's recap exactly what it's doing. We're triggering our scenario every time we add a YouTube URL to our Airtable base. We're extracting the transcript of these YouTube URLs using a third-party API service. We're using Claude to summarize our extracted transcripts and turn it into a social media post. We're using PostPulse to schedule our post daily. And we're updating our Airtable base to reflect that our scenario was a success and our post has been scheduled. The verdict is in, and it looks like our scenario has been a success. If we hopped on over to PostPulse, we'll see that our post has been scheduled. In fact, if we clicked on our post, we'll actually be able to see a preview of what our post looks like and even make some edits if we want. If we head over to our Airtable base and reload the base, we'll find that our record has been updated and our posted field now has a yes update. That's the end of our tutorial. Thanks for watching. And if you're interested in videos like these, give this one a like, a subscribe, and a follow, and let us know in the comments what you think. If you're interested in this scenario as a template, comment daily social media posts, and we'll send you the blueprint to this scenario as a template.